as you can see, it's pretty effective. If you just go back in time, it's kind of cool. Like you can pretty much trade using price action. Even look at yesterday, kind of a good example. So yesterday, price spikes right near. I call it a main. The majors are these, more highlighted levels, so they're more spread out. Those have a little more. It's kind of like it's a tier. These have more. It's like this is concrete, and then you might call these bricks, and then this would be kind of like, I don't know, like a wood. It's just not as solid. It's solid, but not like, a concrete, So anyway, but you can see though, yesterday, and this is on a 3-minute just regular bar chart, your candle chart. I mean, look at the sweep right at this again, comes right down. So again, the open is not the greatest thing, but it's just an example of how it bounces around. Ultimately, you get a nice kind of a wick at a GANN. So you could enter here and scalp up just a few levels you want. You can see how it paused at a mid GANN. So you could actually take a trade down to this. And then if you're seeing kind of the price action, you get a couple nice wicks here. Almost, this is definitely a golden candle pattern. So but you could say, depending on your rules, maybe you don't trade at mid because mid aren't as good, but in this case you can see how well it did. Or if you waited for this break of the main GANN, how it breaks and then retests, and it kind of pauses here a little bit, right down. I mean, look at how the candle bar is, right? I mean, it's pretty amazing. So you can go long here again, and hopefully you're done by then. So, and then as you can see later on the day, what does it do? Right to, if you're kind of waiting, again, look how it kind of get these nice wicks. So it's kind of like a rejection, retrace. I mean, GANN to GANN is just, that's the magic right there. This kind of trade. These ones are trickier when you get such a big candle away from the GANN. That's where I have a harder time. And that's where like these, it's kind of like nice to stay away because these bodies are just not good. So GANN to me gives you you're actually really open. I'm gonna stop yabbering away here. So what's happening at the open? So yeah, here we go. And you can put on my scoring if you want. It's the new Lead Pro. So look at this. So this is kind of like, you could do an open play here. We'll see. It's obviously overnight was just crazy. We're at 26. It's crazy. But like, look at this. We're at a major GANN, and this is earlier. Look at this. Is about a half hour ago. And what a great, I love these trades. I mean, again, this is a little far, but it does break up. So that's where nothing's ever going to be perfect in trading. In theory, if you went long here, it comes back down. You probably, ideally your stop would be at this GANN level, but that's pretty far. So likely you get stopped out, but then you get a nice cross above. And so really for the GANN, we don't pick tops per se, because although you can be precise at times, but it's best not to get too crazy with it. So it's a classic GANN. We're getting a nice, we already got a GANN to GANN of this thing. So I'm just gonna wait for a trade setup. You can see, for me, this is definitely a momentum play. You could have, taken a trade long here, but now it's, like I said, these candles aren't my favorite to trade. Like, I don't love this one either. I definitely like it when you get a nice clean break and then it bounces right off the GANN. But you don't always get it. But that's what you can be patient about it. So we get a nice score, 4 of 5, but it has to close. So we got 3 seconds. That's not going to do much. Or just actually just did. So it closed right at that GANN level. All right, so as we're watching the open again, the second area for GANN that I think what makes these GANN levels so effective is that even if, let's say, you disregard GANN's more mystical theories, the fraction levels often align with areas that most traders naturally watch. So let's say you're at the 50%, which is the 4/8 level. This is probably the most universally recognized retracement level in technical analysis, and often we'll see key areas of equilibrium or decision. So GANN placed immense importance at this halfway point, which I don't have them labeled in the chart. You can set up the labels if you want, but yeah, the 4/8 is kind of like the line, kind of like with the line in the sand, right? If it goes above 4/8, then you're long. So this is kind of the key point. Just because it's pausing at a GANN doesn't mean I'm short, right? We're bullish, but I'm waiting for price action to tell me what to do, and it's still pretty early. I'd like to see it form some structure before I go short. Now, there'll be at times where it taps the GANN level and then just goes, and you know what I mean? That's the price action that I need to see it form, because I don't like to get in the habit of trying to catch tops and bottoms. But in this case, I mean, what you could do is play with 1 micro and just play levels very just as precise as you want. But if you're doing a full contract, then I wouldn't advise that. It's just too a lot of drawdown. But with micro, you can have your stops in the right place. So you can see how you could have been waiting for this main GANN line and scalped from down here to down here, right? And so actually what I could do, let's go M and Q. We could do some micro scalping. So now we're going to wait for just an opportunity here. Do some micro scalping. So yeah, we're only 6 months into the market. Again, I don't love mid-level are okay. I definitely this nice juicy GANN level right here is interesting. But we could, if this holds, I'm gonna wait for a candle close. You can see how it tapped earlier at this 46. And we're right back to this big GANN level right here. So who knows, we could get, we had an interesting, came up, paused, came all the way down. And now we're testing this 66. So this is where you could do a little short based on this rejection here. We'll see. Kind of playing this down rejection. And that's why I'm just doing 1 micro, right? Because I don't. This is not my. This is just kind of scalping to see if I can get GANN to GANN here. We'll see. Market is bullish, so I am kind of counter trading here a little bit. So if this holds, I might flip and go back long. I'm just kind of using this level, using the 66 as kind of like my. If it goes above 66, I'll just go back long, and it might take me out here. So then, what I might do, kind of watch this thing. Still, I want to see it get above that 66. Okay, so it's above. It's gonna hold. Is it gonna hold? So I'll look at this. Is that level here? Can it hold? Can it stay above 66? So I'm kind of like using this level as my reason for being short. Yeah, you got stopped out, but that's just the way it goes, especially only 9 minutes in. And just using this level right here as my my play. Now, yeah, again, based on this big freaking candle retracing right to the GANN. So yeah, it's just pure price action at GANN levels, right? That's all I'm doing. So you could scalp from, assuming you only stopped out. You can see who's doing pretty well. But it might come back up. That's all right. Still really early. So now we're above it. That's all right. So I don't want to get too crazy, but I'm still waiting to see what it's going to do at this D6. Oh shoot! I got in a little bit late. So this might be a good example. Let's say I do this a couple times this level. If it doesn't work, then I'll wait a little bit for the next level. You want to fight a level too much. So there you go. It's all right. So then I'll wait a little bit, or I'm gonna try to see if let's see where we're at. So we do get a long there, but I'm still waiting to see if that's going to hold. Can it hold above? Or hold below? Can we? Is this 56 going to be a good level here? Just seeing if this 56 can hold. Well, I'll have to wait a little bit. So I'm going to wait for this 87, or if we can get back below 66. And I could have played a, well, I was on the opposite side. Let's see, so we're at another minute or so for this candle. Wait for this candle to close. Another minute. So far the bulls really have not taken over. If this pushes higher, so if it breaks above 87, then the bulls definitely will be in play here. What is MQ going to do? I just kind of look at it as a battleground. Where does price want to go? We'll see. You can see it's kind of that 66. What do the bears want to do? What do the bulls want to do? That's what I love about micros. You can take a few swings and it's not gonna really hurt you. So right now, let's see if the bears can keep under 66. And look at this bouncing right off the 66. So the bulls might not be over. I mean, who knows, right? I don't know. Yeah, crazy overnight action. I mean, geez, we're up 26,000. So yeah, now we're, again, scalping. Your first target could be this GANN level right here, this 45. Down to the 2. All right, so if we can get down to this 46, I'll just take off 3 contracts or so, maybe 2 contracts. 51. All right, can we get 46? 40. Oh man, we're close. We're 48, 47. Ooh, blast through it. So we'll take off. Let's take off 4. Bang. That's pretty cool. And then I gotta modify this thing. 2, 1. So there you go. That's a master class where you get, bounced around a little bit. Let's see where I'm at. Yes, actually, I'm at my goal for the day on this account. So I'm gonna close this out. And because I was just trading last night because the action was just crazy. So yeah, a nice 1500 on this account. We got our goal. I could switch over to the other one, but I'm already hit pretty much my goal on this one too. So 1700 there. So yeah, pretty awesome. You can just see how I was using, again, I got stopped out a little bit there, but then using this pattern down, up, and then you can see the bulls aren't quite done. This major GANN, as I call it, is kind of holding. So yeah, the bears definitely need to get under 26 to do anything. That's the obvious. This is so cool. You just got levels that tell you what to do, So yeah, let me kind of go back to what makes GANN so effective. Kind of start over again as I'm trading here. GANN had some pretty complex things. He got into like geometry, astrology, numerology, but still ultimately he believed that the market removed unpredictable patterns, just like in the flow with nature. So there's 3 areas that when you talk about GANN you probably should know. You have geometric structure, you have natural resonance, and then really that's what my indicator does. It breaks it up into the 8ths. But so anyway, geometric structure, GANN viewed prime movements not just linearly, but also geometrically. So he divided. That's why these are divided into 8ths. And there's also what he called, like I mentioned, natural resonance. So as you're dividing these into 1/8, when you get to the half, so 4/8, that's really what he believed was something that was really powerful. So when you're long, basically you're long above 4/8, and you're short above or short below 4/8. I don't have these marked right now, but these indicators basically maps what to do. As it comes up here, it pauses. You can short down to this GANN. As it pauses here, you can go long, scalping here, blows right through it, and then you kind of just watch action, right? It's kind of like what I just did when, at the open it spikes above, comes right back down, right to the mid-level, and then we saw the price action right at this GANN level where I took a nice short, basically getting my bread and butter GANN to mid GANN. And even though if I got a couple bug bites, as I call it, and that's just the way it goes, and that's why you trade small, so you can withstand a couple of bumps and it doesn't wreck your day. I think I mentioned a little bit about the 4/8, right? So a lot of GANN really is a self-fulfilling prophecy, because there's a lot of traders using technical analysis, and so they're watching these levels. It's not like, right, it's not rocket science here. There's a lot of traders, so you got a lot, there's a lot of traders right at this 26, 25 level, just watching. So if there's a lot of traders making a lot of orders, the market's going to move. Kind of hitting on more, maybe actually getting into Fibonacci. So GANN's methods are a lot like Fibonacci retracements, which became more popular as traders started using these levels. Right? There's a lot of people that use Fibonacci. I don't, but still, there's some relative. There's something that's there. There's some things that are kind of, I guess, relative together. One thing is called order clustering. So when many traders place buy orders near a GANN, like for example, like this is right here, right? There's lots of orders right here, right? Lots of buy orders. It's going to create a natural, like a speed bump. It's going to create a natural resistance just because there's a lot of buy orders sitting right here. Now you can obviously blow through that, right? If there's enough pushing it down, it's going to blow through it. But it creates a natural support and resistance because a lot of buyers are sitting right here. Lots of buyers. And so often when price strikes these levels, the more traders trust them. So at least even more orders being placed, and then in the future reinforcing their significance. One thing I really wanted to hit on with this is the relationship between price and time. And this is really GANN's core idea. So while my indicator focuses on the price levels, GANN's overarching theory was inseparable relationship between price and time. So I don't really have, you can add like an EMA, and I've built a lot of indicators that talk about time. I'm kind of use these as where to be. But anyway, he believed specific price levels became particularly important when they are aligned with specific time cycles, which are often derived from fractional divisions, which gets a little crazy. But he has geometric angles, GANN fans, and I've built all that. I've done all that stuff. So anyway, you can look at this nice wicks right at this main GANN. So you could let's do one. Let's just see if it's going to hold this level. Has to be. I don't predict anything. I just see it holding. Man, they're just crazy. So this is crazy. So anyway, so as I'm talking, where was I? Yeah, time cycles, and I built fans, cycles, all that, and so that's I'm not like doing full again. So it's like I'm taking the part that I like. I don't get into all the maybe as much of the time, and maybe as I learn more about it, I've built the fans, I've built the time cycles in, and it gets to be a little crazy. So you just kind of like take what works for you. Let's see here. Yeah, kind of just in summary, as far as what makes GANN levels so effective, and just kind of going over the main thing. It represents mathematically harmonic divisions. Covered that, and all this is all amplified by trader psychology, right? So naturally focusing on fractional levels, especially the 50% and self-fulfilling prophecy that we talked about. It's created when the market participants use these levels for decision making. So they provide a structural map and a potential relationship of points based on GANN's theories of market harmony and proportion. So anyway, this one gets stopped out here, but it had a nice chance to do something. We shall see. We had a nice balance off this main GANN level. That was pretty cool. but it might come right back. Who knows? Yeah, you build in signals, but as you know, I mean, look at it. If you waited for that signal, it came all the way back. So I like signals for more confirmation than I do to like live and die by a signal. I think it's just a nice visual, but I don't think it's going to save you as a trader. You know, putting on buy and sell signals is not going to like take you from, you know, amateur to pro, right? I wish it was that easy. So you see prices right at that GANN level that we're trading off of before 6.6. You know, we'll see. Do the bulls want to get back above this 6.6? So yeah, this is pretty much how I trade when I'm in a good flow. You know, I'm trading the right size, I'm trading the levels the right way, and you make the best decisions you can with the structure that's given to you by these GANN levels. Right now, you can draw these yourself, or you can join our group and get them automatically plotted. They're easy to draw, you know, but I'm lazy and I like to have them done for me. So look at this, it's kind of holding here this the 6.6 is kind of cool. As you watch the market, you're like, okay, this number is like over and over again. Alright, NQ. Can you stay above the 6.6? And the beauty of GANN again, look at this candle rocketed right to 87, paused. Why? There's lots of sell orders up here, right? Lots of sell orders. There's probably lots of sell orders at the 6.6 too. And it might, but we'll see. We're kind of like fiddling in the middle here, so